have you know I did a lot of research for today's video, research I'm truly proud of. And by research I mean oversharing with all of my friends and colleagues in a desperate attempt to somehow seem relatable through my urinary issues. I just want people to like me.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff. 33 minutes past the hour. Liftoff on Apollo 11.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the STEMulus. I'm Steph, and today we're doing another episode of Weird Science. If you're like me, any runs to the restroom are interesting after eating asparagus. And by interesting, I mean my pee stinks to high heaven. But some people experience this differently, and some don't experience it at all. So today we're asking the question, why do some people's urine stink after eating asparagus? If you've got the asparagus pee issue, don't worry, you're not alone. In fact, it's estimated that between 22 to 50% of the population suffer from the stink after eating asparagus. This condition has been noticed for centuries too. Benjamin Franklin once wrote, "A few stems of asparagus eaten shall give your urine a disagreeable odor." That's what I think he talks like in my head. And in 1913, French novelist Marcel Proust wrote that asparagus, quote, transforms my chamber pot into a flask of perfume. I mean, ew, the asparagus wouldn't be my scent of choice, but do you, my dude. My favorite anecdote that I read while researching for this was that one British men's club allegedly put up a sign that said, during the asparagus season, members are requested not to relieve themselves in the hat stand. Somehow I don't think the asparagus is the only problem with that statement. So what exactly causes the smell that some people sense after consuming asparagus? Turns out, the secret is a little something called Asparagusic Acid. As you may have been able to discern from the name, this acid is only found in asparagus as far as we know. And when we're digesting asparagus, this acid gets broken down into a group of related compounds that contain sulfur. Now we've talked about sulfur before on the channel, but for those of you that need a refresher or unrefresher, it's the element that has a smell like rotten eggs that you may find near volcanoes. These stinky molecules are also super volatile. Their boiling point is low enough that they become a gas at only room temperature, which makes it possible for them to vaporize out of your urine super easily and then float up your nose, sometimes as soon as 15 to 30 minutes after you've eaten asparagus, and lasting several hours afterwards. The fact that only a percentage of the population reports the stench doesn't mean that you don't produce the smell. A pair of studies done in France and Israel in the 1980s initially led scientists to believe that everyone gets asparagus pee, but not everyone was able to smell it due to genetics. People that could smell the sulfuric scent were able to detect it in their own urine and in the urine of people that couldn't detect it. However, according to the most recent study, which was conducted in 2010, something more complex may be at play. In this study, scientists found that there were differences between individuals in both production of the scent and the ability to smell it. This leads to the most recent theory, which is that the difference is in perception. It may be that you can't perceive the scent, like the original pair of studies suggested. Or there's a very small chance that your body breaks down the asparagus in such a way that the concentration of the chemicals is lower in your urine. Scientists aren't currently sure what may cause a body to break down asparagus in such a way that it doesn't produce the scent, but when it comes to not being able to perceive the smell, they've got some ideas. Back in 2010, 23andMe conducted a study where they asked almost 10,000 of their customers if they could smell asparagus pee. And what they found was that people that couldn't detect the smell shared a genetic mutation in which a base pair among a cluster of 50 different genes that code for olfactory receptors is swapped. Unfortunately, there's no known cure for this, so if you've got asparagus pee, we're all in this together. Hang in there. So that brings us to our question of the day. Overshare time! Are you one of those people that gets the smelly pee after eating asparagus, or are you one of those weirdos that can't detect it? Let me know in the comment section down below. As always, if you want to check out this topic a little bit more in depth, I will include links to my sources down below, along with links to all of my social media and my Patreon page, so feel free to check those out. If you like this video and you want to see more like it, please subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you never miss out on any of my future STEM-related content. If you've got a weird scientific tidbit that you want more information on, leave it in the comment section down below on this video or on any of my social media pages using the hashtag WeirdScience, and I just might make it into a video. But with that, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your week. Stay well, stay awesome, and I will see you next time.